Hello you sexy Spartan, and welcome to the one place that isn't disappointed in you despite what happened that year, and that's the Halo Foundry. This year is flying by at this point, and with February already disappearing into the abyss, it's definitely time for another juicy merch recap. If you cast your mind back, January was a pretty abysmal month for Halo merch news. And I don't mean abysmal as in what we got wasn't good, it's just what we got wasn't much to talk about at all. But February definitely has some good things to get excited about. So without further ado, here's all the Halo merch news and releases for the month of February. The Halo Legacy card collection finally released on the 12th. Originally this was announced all the way back in 2023, and this collection was created by Upper Deck and takes the style of their classic baseball and hockey collectors cards. With these cards there isn't a game to play or battles to win, instead these cards are high-end collector's items, which means they're also pretty pricey. This collection features 180 base cards to collect, with the first 90 cards dedicated to characters throughout the Halo games and the other 90 cards being dedicated to telling the story so far. To add to the base collection, there's also a number of awesome parallels and insert cards to expand upon the collecting experience. These include metal cards, active camo and rampant variants, just to name a few. As well, there's also extremely limited voice talent index cards, which feature signatures from voice actors throughout the games. The hobby boxes that released on the 12th are dedicated to getting more rarer numbered cards and varied parallels and inserts. And the blaster boxes, which released on the 26th, are more focused on delivering the base set, but with a few rare cards also thrown into the mix for good measure. Despite the high price, I am massively enjoying this collection so far, and I'm nearly done with the 180 base set. But I've still got a few blaster boxes and hobby box on the way, just to get one last hand at trying to get some of the rarer cards. I'll be posting the results of these on the channel, but make sure to let me know if you've been enjoying the collection and if you've had any decent pulls so far. Upper Deck have also been quite busy, as they've also released Halo Mission Command. This card game pits 2 to 5 players against each other to complete missions by collecting iconic weapons, vehicles and locations throughout Halo's orgasmic history. Along the way, players can also strategically play cards to disrupt their opponent's progression and gain that upper hand. This set includes 110 cards, which include Unity, Asset and Mission card variants. Just to remember though, that this is different to the Legacy collection. This isn't something that you need to buy multiple of to collect them all. All cards are included in each box. You can pick up Mission Control for $20, but please take this release with a grain of salt. Although Upper Deck have officially announced its release, and it definitely appears as available directly on our website, in the UK retailers have a release date of August for this one. I haven't actually seen anybody owning it yet themselves, so let me know in the comments if you've managed to pick up a deck. Madrinas Coffee have released drop 2 of their Halo Coffee collaboration. This new drop includes a tub of midship mocha caramel cold brew coffee, which sounds pretty banging, and a bag of the Pit peanut butter whiskey whole bean coffee. The cold brew is priced at $20, whilst the whole bean costs $19. Alternatively, you can purchase both of them as a bundle for a discounted price of $35. Unlike the first drop, which came with a limited edition Halo Shaker Cup and a nice little collector's box, this release focuses solely on the coffees and doesn't have any extra item or packaging when you buy them together, which sucks just a little bit. However, they still have the incredible artwork, which is filled with references from the Pit and midship, and they look absolutely beautiful. As much as I do love a good old cup of coffee, I'm going to be keeping these sealed just like I have with the first drop, as they look fantastic next to each other. Jun is the latest addition to 1000 Toys 1/12 scale re-edit line, joining Noble 6 and Carter as the third member of Noble Team to be immortalised in stunningly overpriced detail. Jun comes with 5 pairs of interchangeable hands and his trusty sniper rifle. Depending on the edition that you go for, Jun will either feature a painted metallic visor or in the exclusive edition a chrome plated visor and an additional Magnum accessory. As cool as the Magnum is, it really isn't exciting for the exclusive edition, considering that Noble 6 has the Spanker and Cat has got the awesome grenade launcher. These figures are priced at around $200, which has sparked a few warranted debates about whether the craftsmanship justifies that high cost. For me, I absolutely love these things, but I completely understand the criticism, as I truly think that they should come with better accessories and a stand to display them at minimum. I don't really have any issues with the paint job or detail itself. And I'm really looking forward to receiving Emil, Cat and George later this year. Noble Team are going to look fantastic together, and I really can't wait to see what 1000 Toys does next with the franchise. Hopefully we're going to be getting members of the Covenant as well, as once Noble Team are complete, that'll be 8 Spartans from 1000 Toys, so I'd love to see a bit of variety. Halo Empty Throne is finally here, and it's shaping up to be a truly epic read for any Halo lore nerd. This ball-tingling novel delves deep into the aftermath of Cortana's seizure of the domain and focuses on the intense struggle between the UNSC and the Banished as they fight for control. Written by former 343 Industries lead writer Jeremy Patnood, meaning that your love for this book is really going to depend on your love for 343's storytelling, but from what I've heard it truly sounds epic. You can grab your copy today from various retailers. I'll be dropping a link to Amazon in the video's description. Jazwares have announced two sort of new additions to their replica helmet lineup. These are the Wargames Master Chief helmet in red and blue. For those who own the beautiful Master Chief that they released a few years ago, then this really doesn't sound like it'll come as much as a surprise, as they appear to just be simple repaints. But as well as being 1-to-1 in scale, they're of course wearable and they come equipped with lights and sound effects. That said, it's unclear whether the audio will be reused from the previous release or if they're going to be featuring new multiplayer inspired sounds. While the Mark 6 Gen 3 remains an absolutely beautiful design, these releases are just a little bit underwhelming because they share the same mould. It would have been truly awesome to get something different like the Mark 7, considering that these are red versus blue, and the poster boy helmets for Halo Infinite's multiplayer was of course that Mark 7. Priced at $80 each, these helmets will be launching in March and will be exclusive to GameStop in the US, but there is hope that they'll eventually be offered internationally later this year, just like the previous helmets were. Do you think you're going to be grabbing these for your collection or holding out for something fresh just like that Mark 7? Back in November, Jazwares announced that the first Spartan collection figure will be entering the vault, and now the Spartan Yokai from Series 7 is officially available. This figure is identical to its original Series 7 release, complete with the same hands and accessories. However, it now comes in that sleek and sexy Jazwares Vault Collector's packaging. Considering how difficult it was to get this figure during its initial release, this second chance is a welcome surprise for fans who missed out on it the first time round, and it also means that there's hope for the rest of Series 7 and 8 figures all showing the vault as well, and potentially some new additions to the Spartan collection as well. Whilst it is exciting to see this re-release, the limited availability to the UK and US is understandably frustrating, but fingers crossed that Jazwares will be expanding their shipping options in the future. But did you manage to grab this figure for your collection, or were you lucky enough to snag it the first time round? Let me know. And that does it for the month. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it one of those sexy likes, and make sure to let me know in the comments if you'll be picking up anything from this video. And don't forget to subscribe for more news and reviews on all things Halo merch. Catch you next time, you thick, gentle Spartan. Peace out.